Good morning. PlayStation 1 stuff too. How much is the PlayStation 1 stuff? How much was your PlayStation 1 stuff?
My son, I thought, put a price on this because this is.
The other stuff was, but that wasn't. So
I want to say that on the actual gaming system, he wanted. I think it was $50 on the system, and then it was $3 a game.
first really big, really good find of this garage sale season. Pretty happy about this lot. It's a great deal and kind of a funny story. So you could see, I don't know how much you could see of all of that. First I walked up to the sale. The sale was advertising PlayStation games. I got there about 5 minutes before opening because I went there about 15 minutes before opening. Weren't quite open yet. So 5 minutes before opening, no one else was there. And I walk up and I see a PS3 out with some PS3 games, and I figure, oh, that's probably it. That is probably the PlayStation games. Why is the like freaking out, man? Maybe that's I'm only seeing that on my end. I don't know. But yeah, PS3. Nothing too interesting. The system was $75, which isn't a horrible deal, but just not something I'd be really interested in. It looked like it was in good shape. Games were $5 each, but just kind of a lot of Call of Duties and nothing too spectacular. So I look over and Abjo Dad, of course, who was along for the ride, was there as well, and he was looking at this PS1 stuff, so he spotted this stuff first. And they wanted $50 for the system, which I passed on, but then they only wanted $3 each on the games, so 32 games total, if I counted correctly. What I find funny, I'll tell the story in a second, but what I find funny is just, I almost paid less and then realized. She wanted $3 each for the games. This also just was in the big case too as well. There's a sampler disc. They think they tried to sell for 75 cents. And then a Tekken long box manual, which I think they tried to sell for $3, but it was just in the case with the rest of the stuff, so it's mine now, I don't know. But yeah, 32 games, and I handed her, and one of them was Metal Gear, which was missing the second disc. So this one was missing second disc, but first disc was there. Was not in the system, I checked. But one of them was that, so I said I'll give him $1 or whatever for it. And I was like, okay, 32 games, so plus that one, so I'll give you $65 for everything. And then I walked away, and I drove away, and then I was like, oh, she said $3 a game. I gave her $65, and she was fine with that. So I drove back and gave her an extra $30. I felt bad because I was like, you'll see in a second, I'm already getting a heck of a deal here. So I don't want to like rip anybody off. So these are the games I'm going to keep personally for my collection. I did not have these ones, so I'll probably have to swap out cases on a lot of them, but I have a bunch of brand new jewel cases, so that won't be a problem. Contender, I'd never seen this one before. It is Sony published, though, so that's kind of neat. So Contender. Bass Rise, which for some reason I think is kind of uncommon. Seems to hold value, I don't know why, but I just like that it's called Bass Rise. Battle Stations, I might actually have this one. I pretty much will keep anything for PlayStation 1 that's not like a sports game or something that's like kind of low end. So Future Cop LAPD, this actually holds some decent value as well. I've never seen this game either, but it looks pretty cool. I'll have to check this out. Don't know too much about that. Ridge Racer Type 4. Always can never forget the Ridge Racer PS3 moment. Demolition Racer. This is another one I might have, but I don't think I do. So, War Games DEFCON 1. Didn't know that one either. Some just interesting ones I've never seen before. Sled Storm. And then The X-Files as well as the last game. So those are the ones I'm going to be keeping there. So, but it gets much better. So these are the ones that I'll need to work on, and then I'll probably either trade off or see what I'm going to do here. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six missing manual. Tomb Raider missing manual. I like the old sticker, $54.99. Spec Ops missing manual. So you can see here some missing manual ones. Tomorrow Never Dies. I already have this one. Real Fishing. I try not to collect greatest hits variants, so not too interesting. Game Day 99, just not very interesting. Monaco Grand Prix. Tennis. Knockout Kings 2000. Fisherman Bits Bait 2, Big Old Bass, brother. Big Old Bass. Soviet Strike. And MLB 99. So, a decent stack. I mean, nothing amazing there. This is all going to be, like, traded off. Thrown in the trade bin and see where it goes. And I got to keep my stacking up. I'm still, like I said, I'm a little bit forgetful of my stacking. So so far so good on this PS1 lot. And now here comes the good stuff. Like the good stuff. There's some games I already had. Of course, Metal Gear was part of, I guess, would be the good stuff, but it's missing disc 2. But games I already had, but just some high quality, good titles I was excited to see here. So we had Resident Evil 2, which was complete manual in both discs, so fantastic. I actually got all my PS1 Resident Evils, including like the more hard to come by jewel case black box Resident Evil 1 at the flea market, like 2013. I think for like $10 or something crazy good deal. That's where I kind of started my PS1 collection. Silent Hill. I mean, crazy that was even in there. Very cool to see. Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 1 is probably my favorite original PlayStation game. It's up there for sure. But just crazy that this was in here. We'll need a new jewel case and everything. But fantastic score there. WWF Attitude. That's one that'll be sold, but it's really not one of the good ones. But Dino Crisis was a fantastic one to see in here. Great deal. Had the bonus disc for Resident Evil 3 demo. Awesome deal. Awesome to see in there. Dino Crisis is really cool. I wish they'd come back. Dino Crisis 2 is actually directed by Shu Takumi before Ace Attorney, which is interesting, probably only to me. Twisted Metal 3. Final Fantasy 7 Greatest Hits. Not the version that has the extra Sephiroth. Missing manual, but still awesome to see here. Fantastic to see there. Resident Evil 3, unfortunately missing manual, but has back artwork. Still a good one to get. Medieval, a good one to get, but I don't know if this one's going to be salvageable if you see the pretty deep scuff there. I have a game store, Stone Age Gamer, their actual store, like in-person store, has a really good, the Echo Master resurfacer. So they've done some magic with some discs I brought to them before, but other than that, we got here Jurassic Park: The Lost World, which holds some value. Something interesting I found is a couple of these games had their barcodes cut out. I wonder if there was like a store that was doing that. Bloody Roar 2 is a good one to get. Pretty cool. I have this one already, I'm pretty sure, but that's a cool one to get. A weird Hudson Soft fighting game. Everyone had to have a fighting game with their own little spin on it. And I don't know why this was in the good one, but Army Men, Sergeant's Hero, that would be in the trade pile there. But so ended up being $95 for this bundle of PS1 games with a nice stack of gems, nice stack of interesting games to keep the collection, and a nice stack of trade credits. So very happy with how that deal turned out. How much was your video game stuff over here?
Is there not something marked there?
I didn't see anything marked on it, no.
Maybe the video games?
I thought they were $2 a piece.
Okay. What about like the systems and the stuff in this box here?
Well,
Okay, Mike.
I thought
they said $2 a piece or whatever.
Okay.
And then I thought he said 20. Which one did he tell me had to go with something? These two things? Do you know anything about these?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, how much would you just want for this whole box? Because there's all kinds of different stuff in there for it.
I don't know.
So.
Make me an offer. I don't.
Let's see how much is in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 36 games there. So that would be 72. Would you just do 100 for everything?
Sure.
Okay. And did you have any other video games, or do you think that was about it?
Oh no, that's it.
The big one, the exciting one that got a little less exciting, but still has potential, is still a good find. I don't want to, I definitely want to say this is a good find. I got things worked out, and hopefully it will become the awesome find that I knew it was. But I just at the sale walk over to these, banker's box, cardboard boxes, and look in, and it's just great, high quality games, GameCube stuff, DS stuff, and it's just good stuff. And they told me just $2 each on them, so I counted them out, and I was like, okay, that works. This 36 games, and then I'll make it a nice even 100 for the box of accessories and the GameCube system in here. So I was thrilled with that, went home, and I was like, all right, let's see the disc condition. And very quickly I realized that about half of the games, all of the GameCube games pretty much, were not there. And pretty much all the DS games were not there. So they must have put them in the carrying case or something. So I went back to the sale, and they were really apologetic. I was just kind of going back to the sale. I mean, I was still getting a good deal, $100, but I was just mostly going back to the sale to see, like, hey, do you know where this stuff would be, or can you go in and look for it? But they actually offered to give me some money back. They said they'd give me, they were offering more, but I think he just gave me $50 back, which, half of it. There's still some good console stuff that I bought off of them, and, a decent, the less good games for sure are still present, but there's still some okay stuff in here. So I get $50 back. I left them my cards, so just the idea, like, hey, if you find it, I'll just give you your $50 back if I can find all the discs, and we're good to go. So hopefully they can come through and find that stuff. That would be amazing, but we will have to see. So I'll go through what was here first, and then we can kind of share in the pain together of what wasn't here, or what I'm going to try to manifest and be positive what will be here, hopefully, in the future. So, one N64 game, no N64 system, but there was also N64 accessory, the expansion pack. I'm betting they had some really good N64 Game Boy stuff at some point, but I have no idea. But California Speed was in there, not obviously the most exciting. iToy Groove. Thank God this was in here, but some of the GameCube stuff wasn't. Skyward Sword had the manual and the game disc, but was missing the soundtrack CD. Not a big deal. This one I think has some okay value. Not as much as the first Harry Potter GameCube game, but Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. This one was complete. All these cases are in like such good shape. That's why I didn't even stop to think, because like I looked at it. I didn't want to, pass up the deal. And all the stuff looked like in great shape. So, I was thrilled because it's like, oh, condition's not going to be a problem here. Now it might if the stuff's in a carrying case, but we'll see. And there was no game in the system itself, I should say. But Nintendogs, Chihuahua was here. Thank goodness. I actually don't think I have this one. Metroid Prime Hunters. Artwork's a little bent. So this is the official artwork, but then it looks like there's like some white, like, what's up with... Can someone tell me? This is like officially printed and it has the lenticular and everything. I don't think this was a fake cover, but it was like, why is there this extra space like it was printed poorly or something? But this was in here with the manuals in here somewhere, I think. Yeah. So that was there. That's a good one. Twisted Metal 2 for some reason. There was no other PS1 stuff. This was the only one, but this was there and in good shape. And then just some not great PS2 games. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Need for Speed Underground 2. What do the discs look on like this stuff? Because that's in good shape. Yeah, that's in good shape. And then more iToy. Dance Dance Revolution Extreme, which uses the iToy, or enhanced by the iToy. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. And Guitar Hero 2. So That is the stuff that, oh, can't forget, Robots was also there. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Robots was there. So that was the stuff that was there. You'll kind of see my disappointment, my initial excitement, and my disappointment for the stuff that wasn't there, but hopefully it will show up. Mario Kart DS. And I'm sorry, I'm just now getting to stacking. I didn't stack the initial stuff. Ocarina of Time 3D. Only 3DS game in there. I don't know. WarioWare Touched, which I'm kind of mad. I just sold a card-only copy of this. I don't have this game in my collection. I had a card-only copy, and I sold a lot of my card-only DS stuff just because I was never finding empty cases. So I'm a little bit mad about that because I could have completed that. But hopefully I'll just get the cartridge in this if they'll call me back. But who knows? Star Fox Command. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That one's fine not being there. Scribblenauts is also, it's a fun game, but I already have it, and that's fine not being there. This one was a big shame. Pokemon Diamond. Wish that would have been there, because this was fully complete otherwise. All kinds of stuff in here. What is this piece of paper back here? Oh, the receipt and everything. I got the receipt, guys. It's a Kmart receipt. Ooh. They bought Pokemon Diamond at Kmart. I don't want to... Let's see here. This Kmart store, it is not there anymore. Obviously, there are very few Kmart stores around in the entire country, but this cashier cashed him out, got him Pokemon Diamond and the Smart Plan. Very nice. I don't want to give away the city I live in, but when was this from? There's no date on this, I don't think. Rick, can you, if you're watching this video and you worked at Kmart, can you tell me what day this was? I think you probably would know. I don't know why you would forget this. Yeah, no date. Oh well, I'm not going to waste too much time on a Kmart receipt. This is another one that was a bummer. I don't have this game, and I've wanted it, but I don't have Elite Beat Agents, so that was a bummer that wasn't in there. I mean, you can tell this is good stuff. Another one that I don't have that I would have liked to have, Custom Robo Arena. Don't have that game. I'm really hoping they just dig out some carrying cases. And I'd love it if they dug out more game stuff, to be honest. I mean, there's hints of N64 stuff. So that'd be awesome. Transformers, not too crushed about this. This is where it really starts to hurt. Because there's actually some games I would have really liked to have that I don't have in my collection that were here and aren't here. Kirby Air Ride. Do not have this in my collection. Would have loved to. Not today, I guess. Maybe. Maybe today. I don't know. Harvest Moon. I have that one already. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Pikmin. This one was probably the most frustrating. It wouldn't have had manual. There's no manual in here. This one's probably the most frustrating just because I don't have this game. This is one of the ones that I've wanted. I have pretty much everything I'd want for the GameCube for the most part, but this is definitely one of the ones I would have wanted. And it was a shame that that was not in there because I would have really liked to have that one. Madagascar. Ooh. I used to have that game as a kid. I remember having fun with the they had like a mini golf side mode. Made by Toys for Bob, actually. So, Super Monkey Ball. Star Wars Rogue Leader. Mario Superstar Baseball. I need Mario Strikers. Super Smash Bros. Melee. So I have a constant joke that this is like the one game I've been garage sailing now for a decade and collecting, and I've never found, I've been collecting since 2011 and been garage sailing for 11 years, so I've never once found a Super Smash Bros. Melee. That was, the only one I've ever found was Player's Choice missing the manual. I don't know how. So I always joke like the series finale of Objo garage sailing is he'll finally get his Super Smash Bros. Melee Black Label. And guys, I finally got my Super Smash Bros. Melee Black Label because I'm going to switch my disc over to this copy, but not the series finale because I did not find it complete at the sale. Top Gun Combat, whatever. Not too concerned about that one. And Need for Speed. So clearly you can see why I was so excited when I bought that stuff and how not quite as thrilled now that it's not, you know, there. But still a good deal. I mean, $50 for that stack of cases alone is good. Plus the other games that were there certainly aren't bad. Plus there's also a GameCube system here. Let me kind of get a shot of everything. How amazing this would have been if everything was there. So I don't want to complain too much because there was still some good stuff there. But I think you guys can probably understand my disappointment. But still glad that I was able to get what I did get from this. This would have been a superb score for $100. And other than that, there is a GameCube. Indigo. Door works well, so good to see that. I'll throw GameCube. That's not going to work with the stacking. It's all about the stacking. A pair of headphones that I will throw away because they're gross. I'm not going to show them. Nerf dart. This is my first time really looking through this box. There's the cables for the GameCube, so that's good. PS2 controller. The rare PS2 controller that you get at a garage sale that has both the stick pads and is not rattling. So, good to see. Wii remotes. I need Wii remotes, actually. Oh, I've never seen this before. Like a Wii condom, but it has the Triforce on it? I've never seen this. I need some Wii remotes, although something tells me that these are going to be corroded on the inside. But I do need Wii remotes for selling stuff, so like I said, that was in there. And a nunchuck, an off-brand. Got a nunchuck in here. We got an iToy. And one of the worst looking PS2 off-brand controller I've maybe ever seen. So, can't complain. You weren't going to be bringing out any old like video game stuff or anything like that?
Yeah, I got a Nintendo 64.
Oh, okay. Did you have it like take a look at it real quick? I'd be interested in that for sure. Take a look here.
Move whatever you need to.
Do you know what you were looking for on it, or?
With 120 for everything in the box.
Okay. And this was all the video game stuff you thought you were going to be having today?
Yeah.
Okay. None of the like PlayStation stuff too, or Sega stuff, or anything like that. $120 for all this stuff. It was actually from, as you could see in the video, saw the people setting up, and I just asked if they were going to be bringing out video game stuff, and he said, "Yeah, I'm bringing out Nintendo 64," which is exactly what I like to hear. I feel like, as far as just a general system to get at a garage sale, I'd have to say N64 has to be probably my favorite, just because nothing really can go wrong with the systems. They're built like a tank. The games are also, nothing can really go wrong with them unless they've been like submerged in water for 3 years. And just usually people had the good games for it. You know, there's a lot of sports stuff, but you're going to find GoldenEye and Mario and the good stuff in here. Unfortunately, in this lot, there's nothing that I didn't have for the collection myself, but it's still a pretty nice lot. So probably the winners of the lot here are both the Zeldas were in here, the Lenticular Majora's Mask and the regular Ocarina of Time. Luckily, those were actually in good shape. Some of these games are in not so hot shape. Luckily, those ones were still in good shape. Usually, it would be the opposite. Usually, Madden or something would be just blown to smithereens, or that would be great, and the good games would be blown to smithereens. But Pokemon Snap was also in here. And going through it more. Supercross 2000, obviously not the most interesting. You can see here a Pokemon Stadium that's seen better days for sure. Just for sure. But pins are all good, so I mean that's really what matters. Yoshi's Story. And pretty gross looking GoldenEye. Definitely seen better days GoldenEye. Madden. All-Star Baseball 2001. Wailea Country Club. So yeah, I mean, there's a mix of not-so-hot sports games with some good titles. Star Fox 64. Why am I not stacking? I started doing this on the table so that I could be stacking. I mean, it's not the most interesting thing to stack. I'm stacking these by stuff that I'd sell on eBay versus not or trade, but I'll stack for you guys. I don't know why I'm not. I always forget to. I'm really, really, really stupid and dumb. No. Let's keep going here. I'll stop the negative self-talk. Not beneficial. We'll try to get this all like nicely lined up. There we go. Okay. Dr. Mario 64. Really weird one. Just a really late release. Dr. Mario 2001 release. Madden 01. Another, later release, you'd say. Pro Skater. The old price sticker's still on that. Tetrasphere. Seen better days for sure, but it's in there. Cruise Exotica with a Blockbuster sticker that ripped off the back. Not one you see as much, so it's a shame it's in pretty rough shape, but I have that one. I had the box for Cruising USA. I have the box actually for this one, so I will actually, when I sell this off, not the most interesting game, but I have an extra box for this. So when I sell this off, I'll be able to complete it. Old Diddy Kong Racing. Wave Race 64. Looks like it's been, I don't know. Pins are still good, but oof. Seen better days. I don't know. NBA Showtime. Warzone. That one's definitely seen better days. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. That's more of a less common one, but I'm not so sure it's really worth too much. And then another one of the better ones in here too, Rampage 2. So, how many games is this? So, what, like 22 games, I think? Something like that. Somewhere around the 22 games threshold. System. I should have put these further back. System. Here, guys, look, System. I don't know why anyone watches these videos. With the expansion pack, a nice thing. 23 games, because NASCAR was in there, too. Then 4 controllers, although a lot of off-brands. This one has no stick anymore. Got the Atomic Purple. This one seems to have survived okay. Nothing looks too off there. Oh, 5 controllers. I didn't even see this here. This one's seen better days. It's a pretty loose stick, and there's a rattle in here. But Jungle Green. Ice Blue in here. This one looks like it'll just need cleaned up. And then there is this feller, which is also missing the stick, too. So, yeah. Video cable, power cable, all good. Good deal. Good buy there. 120, more than fair. I'm not going to haggle them down, especially when they're not even, the sale was still about 15 minutes from starting. And they're not even set up yet. I'm not going to be, and there was also someone there while I was there was like, oh, look, he's buying the video games. Like, someone was also looking for him. Some guy who was, I think, a reseller, because he looked a little older, I don't exactly know. But, so, if I were to say 120, and then, they say, or I would have, try to talk them down. They said 120. They stuck to it, and someone else could have swooped in. So 120 is more than fair for that bundle, so happy to pay it. Kind of allotment of stuff here. Pretty big PS2 bundle for a good price. At the first sale I went to, so I guess I'll just jump into that stuff. I don't know how well it came across in video. A lot of the games were like randomly, 50 cents, 75 cents, and then some games were like priced $7, $10. And I was kind of just picking through, and then the guy told me like he'd make me a deal if I just bought all of it, and he only wanted $40 for the whole thing. So at that point I was like, yeah, I'll just pay $40 and kind of go through this stuff. So kind of we'll run through what I found in here. Kind of mixed condition. A lot of it seemed to be complete, some of it wasn't. So, but there's some good stuff in here. Robotech Battle Cry. See that game a lot. I don't really know why. I know, Robotech is an anime, but like, was it popular enough here to really have so many people buying the games here? I don't know. Test Drive. So this is complete here. I mean, you can see there's sometimes randomly 50 cents, randomly like Jimmy Neutron here is $1 for some reason. Don't Ask Me, Namco Museum. $3. This one feels like it's not complete, but just a random allotment of Sims 2. But I think there were probably about 40 games in here, so averaging $1 a piece, and I'll get to the better ones in a little bit. Brother in Arms, Battlefront 2. I don't know why this was $20. Is this game, I haven't even looked this game up. Is this worth something? I see anime on the back. I mean, I've never seen this before. This will go in the collection. It'll probably need a new case, which I have a plenty of replacement cases now. It's in good shape, complete. Warship Gunner 2. I don't know. I'll have to look into that one. I don't know why they had that marked at $20, but some of the better games are in here. Batman Vengeance was $10. He had marked on it. I don't know what the schmegma is at the top in the memory card holder. But Batman Vengeance. Mortal Kombat Deception, which I believe I need the disc for this, actually. I have that Mortal Kombat 3-pack. I got it at a garage sale for $1, but it was missing the disc for... I'm almost positive it was Deception, so I have a disc for it, at least. Gauntlet 7 Sorrows. I know this is a better one in here. Complete. Disc looks alright. So, I don't know why this was $9. I don't know why Sonic Heroes was $9, especially since it's like the not-so-hot PS2 port. I don't know why... I've never seen this specific Powerpuff Girls game, but I don't know why this was $7. Got some schmegma on it as well. So, interesting there. And, getting some more gem games here. MLB 2006. High School Musical 3 Dance. This is a nice condition case, so this will be a nice case replacement for something. A lot of these, when I was picking through originally, being like, oh yeah, Dancing with the Stars, I will get that because it's in a good condition case, it's cheap, it's a case replacement. But I figured, might as well get the good games and everything in here. We got Dora Saves a Mermaid. This game is actually extremely good. If you haven't played this one, go out and buy it right now. It's awesome. I haven't played it, but just get the feel that it's extremely good. Summer Athletics. I've never seen this one before. It's by that Conspiracy Entertainment, which put out some real junk. But Major League Baseball 2K7. So another one of the better ones in here, although the condition's pretty rough. It looks like the artwork got pretty destroyed, water damage. But Liberty City Stories is a good one in here. So it's a good one to see. Cabela's Monster Bass. Let's go, brother. That's a good one. Well, I mean, there's a lot of games in here, so for $40, I mean, you can't really complain. There's some... Haven, Call of the King. I've heard good things about this one. It's kind of like a 3D platformer. I've heard this one's kind of interesting, and it looks like it's in good shape. Some of these are in better shape than others, but this one's probably in the best shape. I don't think I have that one, so that'll go in the collection. This is a funny one, X Squad. This one will go in the collection for sure. I've seen some content on this one. I forget who developed this game, but I don't know. But yeah, it's just kind of a bizarre game. Who developed this? Someone, I believe someone Japanese teamed up with EA, because Square. There was this weird development thing where like Electronic Arts Square, where they like teamed up to do some stuff early in the PS2 lifespan. So it's an interesting one there for sure. The Golden Compass. Harry Potter. This one holds a little bit of value. I remember. I think I sold one recently for not too bad, so that's good. Like Cabela and stuff, so nothing great here. SSX. It's not too bad. That's a good one. Finding Nemo. Silent Scope. It's funny, it still has the old sticker, the M-rated sticker on it too. But yeah, Silent Scope here. Looks like it was a former rental at Movie Gallery. I don't remember where the local movie gallery was. I think it was kind of closed before I really ever mattered. Fireblade. Another good one I'll throw in the collection. The Getaway Black Monday. I have the first Getaway game. This was like the Sony Liverpool, Sony London, who recently just got shut down. But surprised they didn't do more with that series or haven't tried to bring it back. Cat in the Hat. You know this is a gem. Based on the... Oh, it's even based on the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat movie. Not even just like generic off the book. Jeez. There's a lot more games. There must be more than 40 games here then. Didn't realize there were this many games. Pretty good deal here. Madden 05. Madden 07 Hall of Fame Edition. NBA 2K6. Turok Evolution. Looks like that's complete. How's the disc look? This is not a bad one. Huh, this is in good shape. Backyard NBA Basketball. I know Backyard Football. I never knew they did Backyard Basketball. Although I can't say I was really paying attention, but I've never seen this game before. Lego Soccer Mania. It's in pretty rough shape, this copy of it, but I've never seen this one before. Lego Soccer Mania. Gran Turismo 3. Konami's best game. The best game they ever published, Konami Kids Playground, Fun with Numbers. This game is epic and awesome. Cabela something, Tiger Woods, Gallop Racer 2001. Now we're talking. Gallop Racer 2001. That's a for sure collection piece. GTA 3, once again, just randomly $7. Has the map and everything. I don't know how the disc looks. Disc is really nice. I just kind of random, but didn't pay $7. You start to see what the prices he put on this stuff, and then some of the stuff being good. I don't get why. I mean, I don't really get why this was all so cheap. Prince of Persia, another good one to get. I don't know if I think I have it on the original Prince of Persia. Good condition. For some reason, GameCube Madden 2006 is in here. Cool, I guess. You know, this is essentially a replacement GameCube case. This isn't in too bad of shape, but Madden 06. Go Madden. SOCOM. You guys like SOCOM? You can SOCOM these nuts. It's a good one, I know. ATV Off-Road Fury. Madden. NCAA 4. Vice City, once again, $7. Short Track Racing and NASCAR Thunder 2003. So big stack of games there, $40. Some good ones in there, some filler in there. Also some disc-only ones that weren't too bad either. There was Crash Tag Team Racing in there with the PS2 stuff. And surprisingly, Resident Evil Code Veronica was in there as well. 50 cents, you know, mixed in with all of that. Interesting. So I also, from that sale, got some stuff. I just paid him for this stuff because it was so cheap anyway, for these 50 cents each. I think I actually paid $2 for everything. I might have accidentally shorted the guy. Or, yeah. I think I accidentally shorted him 50 cents. But I got this Sonic mug cup thing. Leave down in the comments below if this should be what I drink everything I ever drink for the rest of my life out of. After it goes through the dishwasher like 28,000 times. And then, I'm going to be honest, guys, these are just replacement cases. Alvin and the Chipmunks, are you kidding me? I think I'm not going to just use that as a replacement case. Price is Right. And Shrek Madagascar. What's funny about these, as I see a lot of the times, you can buy, voice crack there, you can buy these replacement cases off of certain sellers where it's like, oh, you know, 50 brand new DS replacement cases, and when you get it, it's 50 sealed copies of like Hannah Montana or the Jonas Brothers game. So sometimes you just got to go with the replacement cases. And a couple Wii games, Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers, and I've never seen this one for Wii. Prince of Persia. I've never seen this Prince of Persia game for the Wii, so I'll throw that in the collection as well. Only $1 for that. So nice little find there.